Well, hi there. It's Sylvia Four, and
I'm Linda.Hollington.
we are Coldwell Banker Realtors, and we are coming to you from the porch. We're not on the porch, but we are coming to you from the porch. And we want to talk a little bit about today about the key difference between a pre-qualified and a
Preapproved.
pre-approved. Very, very, very different. And we also want to qualify what pre-approved actually means. So to start out, pre-approval means I pick up my phone and I call a lender and say, I want to go out looking with my realtor this weekend and I don't know how much I can be approved. And the lender says, okay, well, we'll just do a quick pre-approval. And this is, pre-qualification. I don't want to confuse you. And he'll just get a few facts that you tell him. I make $1 million a year. Okay, that sounds good. All my things are paid for, my cars and everything. That sounds good. He hasn't looked into anything. And based on those facts, he or she, your lender, will tell you what you're pre-qualified for. That's not a...
And they'll give you a letter usually.
Yeah.
So you can take it to your realtor and say, okay, I am pre-qualified.
Okay, but your
And-
realtor is going to say...
And your realtor's going to say, I'm sorry, I think you misunderstood.
Yeah.
Because we want you to have an advantage when we put this offer in.
And if you
on the
see a house this weekend that
Right.
you love...
And we want you to have the advantage. So we need a pre-approval.
Right.
And the reason we need that is because when you get a pre-approval, it's a deep dive.
Yeah, well,
They're gonna-
deeper, but yeah.
They're not gonna just ask you a question and let you answer it. They're gonna say, send me your W-2s for the last 3 years or
Mhm.
whatever they do. And how long have you been working where you're working?
Right.
And do you plan to stay where you're working?
Or do you have a letter from your new employer that how many
Right.
things
And
like that?
they're gonna verify
Mm-hmm.
all your information. Just like the mortgage.
To get a little bit better, it's
Right.
going to be a lot firmer. So we're talking about a pre-approval.
When you're all done with that, then that is a pre-approval because they're offering to look at you for a loan. They're not committing to a loan
Right.
for you to buy this house, but they see that you're probably going to be eligible.
So you need a pre-approval when you're going to submit an offer on a home. A pre-qual, the realtor and the seller of that home, they're going to look at it and say, well, that doesn't really tell me the true impact that you are able to afford this home. They want to see a pre-approval with your offer.
Well, just think of it. You're the seller, you're selling your house. You got one person comes in, makes you an offer. Pretty good offer. You're thinking, maybe I'll take that offer. The next person comes in and says, I'd like to make an offer too. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's a little bit different. And I have been pre-approved from my bank for the loan to buy your house. Which one are you going to choose?
Right.
It's pretty simple.
Yeah.
This one carries more weight than this one does.
Now, it's not a sure thing that you have a pre-approval that you will get the loan because they have to
Right.
do a deep, deep dive into all your financials and they're going to get to know you pretty darn well. So you better be with somebody, a lender that you're comfortable with, and get to know your lender. Try to get this all planned out in advance before the weekend you decide to go look at homes because you should have a pre-approval to know how much home you're looking at. Right? I mean, you don't want to involve the realtor and say, I want to look at these homes and they're $500,000 when you're only really truly approved for under $400,000.
So, but the pre-approval is very important, and a lot of sellers will not accept an offer without one.
Right.
So, if you get your credit in good shape, buyers, and then talk to a lender. You can go to more than one lender.
Oh,
You don't
we
have to-
advise at least
Yeah.
3. I'll give you 3 names of good, trustworthy, and they're all different personalities, and that's why you have to decide
Yeah.
who you will like, because it gets very personal. It really does. They're looking at your financials.
And you want to decide who you can work with.
Yeah. So.
And that's our advice to you today.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us.
Pre-approval is really the way to go, and it's not a guarantee you're gonna get the loan, but at least you can make that offer and get it well in advance of looking.
Yes. Thank you.
Bye-bye
See you
now.
again soon.